At a home in Bellevue, the car in front has a personalized plate. A couple, it says, and the couple lives inside. Her name is Helen Hesketh, and on this winter day, she was writing a letter, a deeply personal one. She says her handwriting isn't what it used to be, but on she writes. His name is Joe. He's married to Helen, has been for a long time. And as it turns out, he's writing a letter too. The truth is, Joe and Helen are writing love letters to each other. As a high school kid in Rhode Island, Joe worked at a grocery store. He didn't own a car, so he hitchhiked.
I came out of work one night, got out in the street, stuck my thumb up, and the first car that stopped was her. I found out long after we were married that she'd been sitting around the corner of the store because she knew I hitchhiked. And she was hoping to be the first car that came along when I came out of work. But I didn't find it out that we were married for 20 years, I think, before I heard that story.
Helen, what do you have to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very grateful and thankful that I did that.
These two might just make you believe in love again, or marriage, or both. But in 1974, 50 long years ago, there was trouble. The two of them had 8 children. Joe worked hard, maybe too hard. Helen had almost had enough.
I was ready to walk out.
You were?
I was. He didn't know. He was clueless because he was working. It was probably because we weren't together hardly at all, because he was working so much.
Helen wanted the two of them to go to a Catholic retreat called Marriage Encounter.
So I said, okay, I'll go.
On the way in, we weren't talking. We had a fight. We were not talking.
Part of the therapy was for the spouses to write each other letters and then discuss the letters.
Then they would have us separate, and I would write a note, and he would write a note.
They kept those originals.
I haven't got my glasses. Is that the original one? To my dearest darling lover, we talk and chat from day to day, but we never feel happy, sad, or satisfied.
My dearest darling Helen, it is sad that we have been apart for a while, and I feel so happy that we are on the way back together again, and soon we'll be in one another's arms.
The exercise did something for Joe and Helen. It changed something.
Well, I went to work the first day I went back to work, they said, what happened to you this weekend? I said, I fell in love again.
Through the 70s and into the 80s and 90s, Joe and Helen kept writing love letters every single day.
Thanks for being my superwoman today. I love you.
We have to accept each other. We have to accept each other's feelings, and we can talk about them.
They wrote them in spiral notebooks, and they kept those notebooks. 20 years ago, reporter Michelle Esteban visited Helen and Joe, and they were still at it.
Your specialness today was your excitement and enthusiasm.
My dearest love, your specialness today was your laughter.
It's putting us first. That's what it is.
Just improved our communication. It's kept us together. It's made us better people.
Love you.
Along the river of life and love, they floated, one letter at a time. Through it all, they became wide-eyed, unabashed romantics.
We're known for holding hands, okay? We hold hands going in and out of church. We hold hands any place we go, and people were known as the hand holders. You guys are both married. When's the last time you just took your wife's hand and held it?
None of your business.
Okay. You can cut that out. Don't put it out.
I'm the one asking the questions here.
217.
Joe and Helen are both 91 now. In June, they'll have been married for 70 years.
Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. Love and kisses always and forever.
All my love forever and ever, Joe.
And see all those boxes? Each one of them is full of love letters. They've now been writing them for 50 years. The math is easy. More than 36,000 letters, each openly exploring the bond between a man and a woman who decided long ago to work hard at the most important thing in their lives.
Some of it's fulfilling, some of it's sad, some of it's, wow, I was like that.
But it's life.
That's life.
And we talk about it.
So now you got these boxes of letters, notebooks. What happens to those?
Good question.
They both say that a marriage is never a completed work of art, that the shape of the clay is always being altered, so that love is an ever-changing thing. Just look at what their commitment has produced. 8 children, 35 grandchildren, 40 great-grandchildren, and 11 boxes crammed full of love, a whole long lifetime of the stuff.